here's your first alert weather forecast with meteorologist Jason Livia.
Well, we are back to having dry conditions in the Mid-Ohio Valley this afternoon. That will continue over the next few days as the high pressure I was talking about earlier this week is now descending into the United States. Currently, it's located a little bit farther to the north around the state of Michigan and the upper Midwest, and that will continue to dive to the south. But it is pretty expansive and already has an effect over much of the United States from around south of around Tennessee all the way up into Canada as well. This will continue to move to the south over the next couple of days with the center of the high pressure over the Mid-Ohio Valley primarily around Wednesday night into Thursday. So we are looking at some pretty calm winds for our day on Thursday at the very least, and then it'll be moving into the Carolinas where we'll start seeing warmer air move into the region, followed by some more rain, primarily looking at scattered showers and maybe a few thunderstorms for our day on Sunday before we are back to drier weather once we start getting into next week. When it comes to temperatures by the numbers, we're looking at the 80s returning starting tomorrow, getting into the mid 80s by the end of the week, and basically sitting there as we get into next week as well. And we'll definitely still feel some of that, especially around Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, as the humidity is expected to be a little bit on the higher side for Friday through Sunday afternoon before that starts to drop again as we start drying back out after the rain moves through Saturday night into Sunday morning. But for right now, while we had some of those showers earlier today, we're back to drier weather, 75 on the Highmark Skycam, and we're in the mid to upper 70s across most of the region, except for areas farther off to the east that had a little bit more of those showers from earlier this afternoon. And while there's just one or two little showers left in the area, we'll see that dissipate over the next hour or so, and we'll be back to dry weather for the night tonight, as well as pretty clear skies and calm winds. So we are looking at some pretty cool temperatures overnight tonight, getting down into the low 50s to upper 40s for this evening and into tomorrow morning. But we are expecting to hit 80 once again once we get to Wednesday. Lots of sunshine definitely in the afternoon, and between about noon to 4 p.m. the UV index will be pretty high. So if you're sensitive to that sunlight, you'll want to take precautions to avoid getting any sunburn if you're going to be outside for an extended period of time. And that advice really extends through the rest of this week and the weekend. Back to you, Andrew.